Hello, everybody. We're going to work on negative number addition and subtraction word problems. And I guarantee you, you guys are going to have a little bit of fun with my, shall I say, artwork. So, this first problem asks the following. You have Michael is doing an underwater handstand. His feet are sticking up 0.5 meters, so his feet are 0.5 meters above the surface of the water. Michael's hands are 1.8 meters directly below his feet. What is the position of Michael's hands relative to the surface of the water? Once again, I need to read this again. Michael is doing an underwater handstand. His feet are sticking up 0.5 meters above the surface of the water. So here's the surface of the water, and here's Michael. All right, that's his head, and his legs are that way because this is a handstand. So he's kind of doing a handstand. Okay. Thank you for making fun of my picture. Let's give him a smile. And because he's upside down, there you go. For some reason, his mouth is in the middle of his face, but hey, like I said, I'm not an artist. So he's doing a underwater handstand. His feet are sticking up 0.5 meters above the surface of the water. So the surface of the water is 0, and his feet are 0.5 meters above the water. Michael's hands are 1.8 meters directly below his feet. Now, does that say directly below the water? No, it's directly below his feet. So you have this distance right here from there to there. That distance is 1.8 meters, right? So the question is, what is the position of Michael's hands relative to the surface of the water? So relative to the surface of the water means in comparison to the surface of the water. So if his feet are up here at 0.5 and his hands are down 1.8 meters below that, how deep are his hands? So my wife just walked in the room. She's laughing at me for doing math problems, but hey, I laugh at her for being a guidance counselor. What are you going to do? All right. So 1.8 meters is this distance right here, which means if you think about it, if this distance from here to here is 0.5, then what must be this distance from here down to here? And the answer is it's 1.3. Right? Because 1.3 and 0.5 adds up to this 1.8, which is this entire distance, right, from here to there. So, what does that mean? First of all, are Michael's hands above or below the water? They're below the water, so that would be a negative number. So, compared to the surface of the water, how far down are they? And the answer is they are 1.3 meters below the surface of the water. Right, which means, let's go with color I haven't used yet. Uh, go with magic pen, you'll like this. That means from here to there is the 1.3 meter distance, which means he's 1.3 meters below. Now, don't you like how that disappeared? All right, let's go to the next question. I apologize, I need to change my pen. Let's go with red. All right. The student council at Spend Too Much High School is planning a school dance. The table below shows the budget for the dance. So dance tickets, they raised $300. DJ Denny, $250 expense. That means they'd have to pay it out. Decorations are a $100 expense. Snacks are a $100 expense. What is the student council's expected profit? So profit is, you know, the money you raised minus the money you spent. So how much did they raise? They raised $300. How much did they spend? Well, if you take these three numbers, 250 plus 100 is 350, plus 100 is 450, right? So you have to subtract $450 from the $300 they raised. Well, if you do your little comma there, what do I have more, positives or negatives? The answer is negative. Negative what? 150. And that is their expected profit. Their expected profit is actually something called a loss, which is why it's a negative number. Final question for, I believe so. Yep, final question for this particular skill is this question. Nikki and her family are traveling to Geneva for a winter holiday, and it's going to be cold. Today's forecast says that Geneva is 12 degrees colder than Nikki's hometown. So Geneva is 12 degrees colder, right? Another way of saying it is her hometown is 12 more than Geneva. Okay? Using the information in the table below, select Nikki's hometown. Okay. Well, Nikki, we know in Geneva it's negative 3 degrees. And our hometown is 12 degrees more than that, which means negative 3 plus 12 is positive 9. So she must live in San Francisco. And let's just check our answer to see if it makes sense. Nikki and her family are traveling to Geneva for a winter holiday, and it's going to be cold. The forecast says that Geneva is 12 degrees colder than Nikki's hometown. All right, so if we were to say Nikki's hometown is 9 degrees, 9 minus 12 brings us to negative 3, which is the temperature in Geneva, which means we did this right. Hope you enjoyed the video. That was a 7-minute video. I think I'm still talking to myself. Sorry, guys.